Alaine-Lee. Good morning.
Morning.
How are you doing?
I'm fine.
I see. So, are you preparing for something else after this lesson?
Yes.
Are you going to work after this lesson?
Okay.
Okay, great. So, I believe we do have enough energy to take our lesson for today, right?
Listen.
Okay. So here, we will continue our topic, which is how was your vacation? So that we can practice how you pronounce words and how you compose sentences. All right?
All right.
All right. Could you please go to page 5?
It's fine. Okay.
All right. So, once you go to page 5, you will see there a box in color green. And this is about agreeing and disagreeing. Can you please tell me or can you please read what's inside the box?
Uh, I'm going to go on vacation.
Go ahead, continue.
Uh, so I was at the beach. I like to go hiking. I stayed at a party. I'm not going to go on vacation. I don't like to go camping. I can wait um, till next year.
Very good. So now, could you please read agreed sentences for me?
Agree. So am I. So was I. So do I. So did I. Neither am I. Neither do I. Neither can I.
Very good. And how about the disagree sentences?
Really, I'm not. Oh, I was not. Really, I don't. I didn't. Really, I'm. Well, I do. Oh, I can.
Okay, very good. Now, as you can see, the agree statements focused on what was the sentence given. So I am is highlighted, and so for agreeing it or for agreeing to the sentence, you should say am I, but not a question, not to ask. It's just you are agreeing. And if you are disagreeing, you will say I am not. Okay? So if the statement was I like to go hiking or I stayed, it's like if you are expressing a verb, which is an action word, your agree statement should be do, which expresses an action word as well. And for disagreeing, I do not or I didn't. I didn't is the past tense, or I did is the past tense of do. Okay?
Okay.
So if you're expressing hesitation, I'm not. So and you will agree to the hesitation, you can say neither am I, which means you're agreeing me too.
Oh,
So for disagreeing, really, I am. You're disagreeing to the statement that says I'm not. Okay?
okay.
And also, for the last example, if you will say I can't, you can say neither can I for hesitation, or for disagreeing, you can say I can. Okay?
Okay.
Great. Now, I would like to know how do you pronounce this word?
Uh, They did.
Okay. This is just actually one syllable word. And you can say stayed.
Stayed.
Again.
Stayed.
Very good. How about the second highlighted word?
Camping.
Very good. It's camping. Okay, could you read that again?
Camping.
Very good. So, in this activity, I want to learn, or I want to know if you really learned the agreeing and disagreeing statements and the responses. Now, let us do activity number 1. Match the statements and responses. Put in the letter of the correct response for each statements from 1 to 6. All right?
Alright.
All right. Go ahead and start doing it, please.
E. Yes. I finished.
Okay, so let us see or let us check your answers for this. For number 1, I can't sunbathe for very long. Neither can I. Very good, because we used can't. So to agree with this statement, you have to use can I. Very good, this is correct. Next, could you please read the sentence for me?
I I got home last night.
Again, how do you read the number 2 sentence for me?
I I got home later last night.
How do you pronounce this word again?
Uh, Late.
Late. Very good. And your answer is I did. Okay. So for got, well, this I can consider this answer as correct because you are agreeing that you did the same. Well, very good. This is correct. Next, he doesn't like to go camping. And the proper way to answer this one is letter A. Very good. This is correct. Because does not and don't has the same meaning. Okay? So very good. Next, could you please read number 4 for me?
I didn't go on safari this month.
Okay. Again, how do you read this phrase?
Safari this term month.
Okay. So this actually is safari, not safari. It's safari. The stress is on the middle syllable. Safari.
Safari.
Very good. And this word should be pronounced as month with emphasizing th. Month.
Month.
Very good. And yes, the correct answer for this one should be letter C because you use I didn't. Okay? Very good. And so did I. Very good. Oh, sorry. Here, for number 5, could you please read that for me?
I like to go horseback riding.
Very good. And for agreeing statement, you have to say, oh, for disagreeing statement, we can say, oh, I don't. Okay, this is actually correct. Because it actually means, oh, I don't like to go horseback riding. Very good. And lastly, number 6, could you read this for me?
She was on vacation last week.
Very good. And the answer is very good. So was I. Because we used was. So we also respond using was. Now, thank you so much for answering activity number 1 for me. Let us do activity number 2. Complete the conversation. So as given example, I want to go to Hawaii on my next vacation. So do I. I heard it's beautiful there. So all you just have to do is to provide agreeing or disagreeing answers on the underlines or on the blank. Okay, go ahead. Please answer that for me.
I'm finished.
Okay, so let us check your answers. But now, for activity 1, I was able to explain and defend your answers, right? Now, in this case, once I checked on it, I will ask you why do you answer that? Okay? All right, very good. So let us check number 2. I didn't take a vacation last year. Any answer? Neither do I. I took my family to Disneyland. So may I know why did you answer neither do I?
Um, uh, because because didn't.
Because of the didn't, so it means that you are agreeing to the statement given.
Yes.
All right, very good. I just would like to know why do you answer that, but this is correct. Next, number 3. During the week, I eat eggs every morning. I don't. I never have time for breakfast. So may I know why did you answer I don't?
Because I never have time for
All
breakfast.
right, because of the I never have time. Very good. All right, for number 4, I don't like going to the beach. Neither do I. I prefer going to the mountains. So may I know why did you answer neither do I?
Because I pre
Um,
prefer going to the mountain. I don't like go to the beach.
very good. Wow. So there, actually, I really appreciate that you are learning so fast. So keep that up, okay?
Okay.
All right. So Lee, for number 5, I can't swim very well in the ocean. And you answered, neither can I. But I can swim in a pool. So may I know why did you answer neither can I?
Because I can.
You what? I'm sorry?
Because can't.
You can't? You can't
Uh,
what?
I can because I also can swim very well in the ocean, but
Very,
I
yeah,
can swim in the pool.
very good. Thank you so much for that defending answer. I really like it. That is correct. And lastly, I am going to go sailing next weekend. So am I. I always get seasick on boats. Do you know what seasick is?
I don't know.
Okay. Seasick is actually a feedback from your body if it felt something weird in from the water or from the ocean, like that. For example, you travel, and or let's just say you go on a cruise. So while at the ship, you feel so drowsy. Do you know what drowsy means?
I don't want drowsy.
Drowsy like headaches. So here, let me rephrase this reason. So seasick is something that you are feeling like headaches or drowsiness, or you want to vomit while sailing or traveling in the sea or in the ocean. It's like because of the wave of the ocean, you wanted to vomit, and you feel like you're having a headache, your stomach is turning around, like that.
Oh,
So that is what they called seasick. Okay?
okay. Okay.
All right. So,
So I need change my answer.
yes, because yeah, I think that you are not also sure uh of what this word means, and that is why I explained it. So go ahead and change your answer if you can, or if you are not sure that your answer is correct.
So, okay.
All right, very good. I'm not. Or you can also say I cannot.
Mm,
Okay, but this is good. Very good. So I'm not or I cannot is both good. Well, thank you so much for answering activity number 2 for me. I was able to check your comprehension now. So here, let us just skip the pair work because we have taken too much activity for this agreeing and disagreeing topic. Now for the pronunciation or sentence stress. This is what I'm talking about a while ago. The one that I want you to learn. The right pronunciation and the right usage of stress in a particular word or in a sentence. Okay?
Okay.
So, let us not listen to the track because I want you to do it without listening to the track. I want to know how you read these words or how you read the sentences. Okay? So, please read the first A and B statements.
I like to go hiking.
Very
So,
good.
so do I.
Very good. I like to go hiking. If the word is on bold, it means you have the stress on it. It can be in uprising tone or it can be in an energetic tone. So for this example number letter A, it's like I like to go hiking. And then the response will be so do I. Like that. Okay?
Okay.
All right. So could you please read the second one?
But but I don't but I don't like to go camping. Neither do I.
Very good. Go on with the third one.
I went to the beach. So did I.
Very good. And lastly,
But I didn't go swimming. Neither did I.
very good. So here, I would like to know, how do you pronounce this word again?
Went.
Okay, went. So not want, okay? It's went. Very good. Now, let us skip again the pair work. I don't think it will work for this kind of activity. Now, for listening, what I want you to do now is to not just base on the picture, but let us listen to track 8 to see what they are talking about. And what I want you to do is to give me the summarize of the topic that they are talking about. Okay?
Okay.
All right, let's go ahead and listen to the audio.
So I
Page
listen the
7.
track.
Listening. Activity 2.
I'm sorry?
I listen the track 8.
Yeah, and write down what was the conversation about.
Okay.
Okay, go ahead.
Listening. Activity 2. Listen and complete the chart. So, Joanne, did you have a nice vacation?
Yes, I went to Europe.
Really? I went to England.
Cool. What did you do there?
I stayed in London for a few days. Then I went to the coast, to Brighton. What about you?
I went to Italy. I spent 2 weeks in Rome.
Nice.
Yeah, but it wasn't long enough. I had to come home and study.
So did I. Did you spend any time with your family?
Well, I spent a little time with my mom and dad. What about you?
No, I didn't see my family at all.
Oh, that's too bad.
Yeah. So what courses are you taking this year?
I'm not sure, but I'm definitely going to study a language.
So am I. What language are you going to study?
Japanese. What about you?
I think I'll probably study Portuguese because I want to go to Brazil next year.
Wow, so do I.
So why don't you study Portuguese?
Well, I want to go to Brazil someday, but I want to study Japanese now.
Okay, there. So, can you write down the summary of what they have discussed? You cannot, just the summary of what you have understood, but not everything, okay?
I went to learn language.
I'm sorry?
They they learn the language.
What do you mean? Yeah, you can go ahead and type down your answers.
Went to I go to learn language. Language.
So what else? Is that all that they have talked about?
They talk about um, uh, Jenny go to Japan.
What else? You can type it there so that I would know how you create sentences based on your understanding.
Standing. What is standing?
Yeah, what I mean is I want you to type your answers there for me to check how you understand the audio well. Okay.
How do you, I don't know.
What do you mean?
Now what did I do right now?
Yeah, you said they go learn language. They go to learn language. So what else did they talk about? Can you type in there?
What are they talking about?
Yeah, aside from the languages that they will be studying, what have you heard? You said something about vacation. So where did they go?
So, Jen,
So if you think that you will be unable to provide the answer, you can repeat listening to the recording again.
okay.
Okay?
Page 7. Listening. Activity 2. Listen and complete the chart. So, Joanne, did you have a nice vacation?
Yes, I went to Europe.
So, I went to Europe. Euro. Professor. Professor. Professor.
Really? I went to England.
Cool. What did you do there?
I stayed in London for a few days.
London. Time title. Time. London. England.
Then I went to the coast, to Brighton. What about you?
I went to Italy. I spent 2 weeks in Rome.
Nice.
Yeah, but it wasn't long enough. I had to come home and study.
So did I. Did you spend any time with your family?
Well, I spent a little time with my mom and dad. What about you?
No, I didn't see my family at all.
Oh, that's too bad.
Yeah. So what courses are you taking this year?
I'm not sure, but I'm definitely going to study a language.
So am I. What language are you going to study?
Japanese. What about you?
I think I'll probably study Portuguese because I want to go to Brazil next year.
Wow, so do I.
So why don't you study Portuguese?
Well, I want to go to Brazil someday, but I want to study Japanese now.
Portuguese. So I
Yes?
uh, so I write the conversation on here.
Okay, so all right, you want me to check on that one for you now. Okay, let's see. They go to learn language. Joanne went to Euro on her vacation. Tom went England. Okay, here. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. However, for this one, they go to school to learn or to study language, right?
Okay.
So during their vacation, so that is their main topic, right? Vacation. Joanne went to Europe and Tom went Europe and Tom went to England. Okay?
Okay.
So this is how you should create your sentence. All right? But that is good. Now, could you please read this again for me?
They go to school to study language. During their vacation, Joanne went to Europe. Tom went to England.
Very good. So give me just a very quick second. So there, you should know how to also make sure that your English construction is correct. Okay, and that is what we are going to practice further. Now, since we have listened to the track, we will now check how you understand the audio very well. So, there's already checks on here.
Yes.
Did you put the checks here?
Yes.
Okay. So who went on vacation? Tom and Joanne. Very good. These are all correct. Next, who spent 2 weeks in Italy? Joanne. Very good. I heard that too. But do you know where specifically in Italy? Can you answer me? Where specifically in Italy did she spend 2 weeks in?
Can you speak again? Where?
Yeah, where in Italy did she spend her 2 weeks vacation?
Euro vacation.
So Joanne said that she spent 2 weeks vacation in Italy. So, what part in Italy? Do you know?
I don't know.
Okay, it's okay. So she spent 2 weeks in Rome, right?
All right.
Great. So spent some time with family. Tom. Actually, it's Joanne who spent her time with her family. She is actually with her dad and mom, right?
Oh, okay.
Okay. So next, who is going to study Portuguese? And you said Tom. Very good. This is correct. And who wants to go to Brazil? You also answered Tom. Very good. May I know what country does Joanne or what language does Joanne wants to study?
Japanese.
Japanese. Very good. Now here. So we will go ahead and put some check marks on the true or false. Okay? But in this case, since we cannot create true or false here, all you just have to do is to remove the box and then replace it with a check mark. Okay?
Okay.
So there. All you have to answer if the statements are true or false. Go ahead.
Page 7. Listening. Activity 3. Listen again. Check true or false. So, Joanne, did you have a nice vacation?
Yes, I went to Europe.
Really? I went to England.
Cool. What did you do there?
I stayed in London for a few days. Then I went to the coast, to Brighton. What about you?
I went to Italy. I spent 2 weeks in Rome.
Nice.
Yeah, but it wasn't long enough. I had to come home and study.
So did I. Did you spend any time with your family?
Well, I spent a little time with my mom and dad. What about you?
No, I didn't see my family at all.
Oh, that's too bad.
Yeah. So what courses are you taking this year?
I'm not sure, but I'm definitely going to study a language.
So am I. What language are you going to study?
Japanese. What about you?
I think I'll probably study Portuguese because I want to go to Brazil next year.
Wow, so do I.
So why don't you study Portuguese?
Well, I want to go to Brazil someday, but I want to study Japanese now.
Okay, I finished.
Okay, so let us check our answers then. So for number 1, both Tom and Joanne visited European cities. Your answer is false. Very good. This is correct. Next, Tom spent all his time in London. Very good. This is false. So why is it false? Can you answer?
Because Tom went to go to Brazil.
To what? I'm sorry?
Tom will go to Brazil.
Oh, I see. But it is actually coast. He went to coast after London, right? Okay, great. Now, for number 3, Joanne had to study when she got home, but Tom didn't. Your answer is false. Correct. Because that's the reason why they go home early. It's because they need to study. So for number 4, both Tom and Joanne are going to study Japanese. Very good. This is false because Tom will study what language?
For I don't know how to say this word.
Can you type in the word for me?
For
There. It's Portuguese.
Portuguese.
Yes. So let me retype it for you here below. So this should be pronounced as
Portu-
Portuguese.
Portuguese.
There. Okay.
Okay.
And what is Joanne going to study?
Joanne go study Japanese.
Very good. So now for the smart talk, let us do that later on, okay? Because the page is actually not in here. But
Okay.
here, let us go ahead and do the reading part, okay? Now what I want you to do, you are seeing this picture on page 8, right?
Right.
Okay. Could you please read this for me?
Okay. My friend Andy called me about 3 months ago. What are you doing in the June? John, he asked. John, that's months away, I repeated. I have no idea. I have a great idea, he said. Let's go to the Three Peaks Challenge. We climb 3 mountains in the 24 hours. Are you asking me to climb a mountain? No, I'm not, he said. I'm asking you to climb 3 mountains in the 24 hours. But why? I asked. To raise money for charity. But don't worry, they are not very big mountains. You climb Ben Nevis in the Scotland, Scaffold Peak in the England, and Snowdon in Wales, all in one day. That's crazy, I said. No way. 3 months later, Andy and I were in Scotland at the top Ben Nevis. It was raining, and I was exhausted. I could not believe we still have two more mountains to climb. Why did I agree to this? We drove from Scotland to England and climbed the next peak. Actually, this one was okay. I was daytime walk and the mountain was not as high. There we drove to climb the next mountain. This one was hard, and it was cold again, but we made it. We did the Three Peaks Challenge. I was so happy. I had fun and raised more than 1,000 for charity. Try it sometime.
All right. Very good. So Thank you so much for reading that to me. I really appreciate it. But here, I do have some corrections for you, especially its pronunciation. First, how do you pronounce this word?
Cody.
Okay, so this is actually one word, and that should be pronounced as that way. Could you read that for me?
Cold.
Very good. Cold. Okay. It's different from cold, because like the weather, cold, because it's a long O, cold. But if we say called, it's called.
Okay.
Okay? Yeah, you see the difference between called and cold. Okay? See that? Okay. So could you please read these two words for me?
Cold. Cold.
Again, I'm sorry, I didn't quite hear that.
Cold. Cold.
Very good. Now here, Lee, how do you pronounce these words?
June.
In June. In sorry. In June. There. So, how about this word? How do you pronounce this?
Repeat it.
Okay. It is actually two syllables. Re, light.
Report. Okay.
Or there, replied. Very good. Next, could you read this for me? Again.
Let's do the 3 pigs challenge.
Okay, it should be 3,
Pigs challenge.
3, and then another word will be peaks with the S, okay?
Okay.
And then the third is challenge. Again, could you repeat that phrase for me?
3 pigs challenge.
Very good. And how do you pronounce this word?
Mountains.
Very good. Mountains. How about this word?
Asking.
Asking. Very good. Next, hold on. I think, here. How about this word? How do you pronounce this?
Climb 3.
Very good. Climb 3. How about this word?
Race.
Race. Again, it is a long A, so it should be pronounced as race. Okay. Now, how do you pronounce this word?
Charity.
Very good. Because I think I heard you say charity.
Charity.
So it's cha, ri, ti.
Charity.
There. And how about this word?
Pig.
Okay, it's bike. Like that, bike.
Okay.
And how about this word? How do you pronounce this?
Said.
Said. Okay, so it's S-E-D. Like that. Next, how do you pronounce this word?
Had.
Had, not have, but had. Okay? All right, so how do you pronounce this word?
Agree.
Agree, very good. And how about this word?
This.
This, very good. How about this word?
Made.
Made. Okay? So it's a long A, I'm sorry. So it's made. So could you please read this for me?
Did the 3 pigs challenge?
Again,
Did the 3 pigs challenge?
very good. So again, 3 peaks. Okay?
Okay.
Very good. And lastly, how do you pronounce this symbol?
1,000.
1,000 and what is the symbol behind it? Or before it, I mean.
$1,000.
Very good. So you have to make sure that you will not forget pronouncing the symbol beside it, especially if we are talking about money. Okay? All right, very good. So thank you so much for taking this activity with me today, Lee. On our next meeting, we will be continuing with the number 2 and number 3 and so on and so forth. Okay?
Okay.
But again, I just would like to commend you for, doing an improvement regarding your comprehension. So keep that up. Okay?
Okay.
All right. So take care and enjoy the rest of your day now. And thank you again.
Thank you.
Thank you. Goodbye now.
Bye.